I've been watching a lot of Westworld lately, and I think it's time. Time for a shootout. So I have a good amount of hardware come through the office on a regular basis. Whether it's a client build or a company sending over a review sample, I've seen and worked with most air coolers on the market. Recently, I've had units from several companies arrive that I haven't had a chance to use in a build, let alone do extensive testing on, so I wanted to pit them against each other to actually see which cooler comes out on top and provide you with some actual empirical data that may help you make the decision on which air cooler is right for you. So this shootout will pit 5 different units against each other. 3 of these are brand new to me, and 2 of them are, I guess, old standbys. The units that I'm familiar with are the classic and venerable Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo, which is still going strong 5 years after release, and the Be Quiet Pure Rock, a cooler I used in my $800 build video a few months ago, and that you could find my full review of up here. These coolers are very similar in design, price, and target audience. They each feature 4 direct contact copper heat pipes and a single 120mm fan, blowing air across an aluminum radiator. The new or new-ish coolers we'll be taking a look at are the Enermax ETS T40 Fit, the Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 3, and the Thermaltake Ring Silent 12 Pro. Now the ETS T40 is likely the sexiest air cooler I've ever personally used. The bright white finish combined with the dual 120mm LED illuminated fan setup make for a striking feature in any windowed case. It sports a similar tower design to the Hyper 212, but perhaps the dual fans will make a difference cooling wise. Now the Dark Rock Pro 3 is the top end of Be Quiet's air cooler lineup. It sports a dual fan system that takes advantage of the large gap between the fin stacks to make room for a 135mm Silent Wings 3 fan, which, when combined with the 120mm fan, should provide plenty of static pressure, resulting in a high flow of air across the radiator. The fact that it includes Silent Wings fans also means that this is likely one of the quietest dual fan setups on the market. Now, the Thermaltake Ring 12 Pro is a bit of a dark horse in this test. I didn't know much about it before it arrived at my door courtesy of Thermaltake, and the large radiator fins and fan mounting solution that appears designed to channel air in the correct direction has me pretty intrigued. Now initially I wanted to test the coolers on a Skylight platform, and I was going to include other coolers like the Noctua NHD14 and the CryoRig H7. I decided though that the best way to really push them and test their true cooling capacity was to strap them to an X99 chip. So I tested them using a 5820K at stock frequency, as well as the highest stable overclock I could achieve, which was 4.7 GHz at 1.32 volts. Unfortunately, this means that I wasn't able to include some of the coolers I was planning on earlier, as they don't have mounting solutions for the 2011-3 socket. The tests were run using an Asus X99A2 motherboard at both idle and 100% load, with temperatures recorded after 5 minutes at the package maximum reading in Hardware Monitor. Well, here's what we got. So you can see there is a clear winner here. The Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 3 recorded the lowest temperatures in all tests, even though the stock idle readings were very close across the board. The dual fans and massive heatsink definitely justify the higher price tag when compared to most of the other coolers, but even at $60, it's hardly the most expensive air cooler on the market and seems very fairly priced for what you're getting. Now, unfortunately, the biggest disappointment here was the Thermaltake unit. Temps were in line with the rest of the lineup until the chip was under load when overclocked. The reason the bar here is red is because the chip got so hot during this test that it caused a thermal shutdown of the system. This was not a failed overclock due to instability. All other coolers passed this test, and I repeated the test after reseating both the cooler and the fan to eliminate the possibility of operator error. Yet I got the same result. I have some thoughts on what may have caused the situation, and I have shared them with Thermaltake. So perhaps potential design flaws can be corrected for future versions. Now, I no doubt will have more of these comparisons to do in the future with different coolers, but for now, do any of these results surprise you? Which cooler should I look at for my next round of testing? Let me know down below in the comments, and leave a like on this video if you feel so inclined. Now don't forget to get subscribed to the channel for more videos like this, and check out my merchandise store linked down in the video description. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.